Hola, buenos días. Es Nico. So today, before we start, if I ever dip in energy, just know that I'm sick and I'm just actively, I'm actively being bubbly right now. So let's get into it so that we can get this over with because I need a nap. But essentially, today's conversation is going to be about a discourse that happened weeks ago that I didn't get a chance to talk about, where I was called pretentious, where I was called stuck up, where bitches was talking about if the person was attractive, you wouldn't feel this way. Essentially, I'm in your city. I'm in your city. Nico, what do you mean? The fabled, wary text message that most traveling thoughts send to the people that they want to smash once they're in their city. Essentially, if you are traveling and you want to link up with somebody, you will send them, I'm in your city, last minute, because you want to try to get at them last minute. And I mean, I was called pretentious because I said, no, whether someone is attracted to you or not, it is inconsiderate to plan an entire trip and then arrive at set location and then make you an afterthought of, oh, you're in this city, I might want to smash. That kind of thing. And bitches was being obtuse. Bitches was being obtuse because they were sitting here going, this is main character syndrome, to think that they're gonna prioritize their trip around you and that you're the main focus here when all they wanted to do, bitch, you wanted to link with me. You wanted to link with me, meaning you wanted to see me. Meaning, if you wanted to see me while you're in my city, you wanted to see me while you were on that plane, while you were planning your trip. So you don't have to make somebody a focal point of said trip to just be like, hey, I'm gonna be in your city on this date. I might want to hang out with you if I have some free time, because I've heard some reasonable retorts to this. If I can, I'll go and find that tweet that I made and get the responses. But essentially people were saying, well, I personally like to go, I'm in your city when I'm in your city and have free time, just because if I plan a trip and it's not gonna be about you, I might not have the actual free time and I would look like a dickhead because I said that I would be in your city and I'm not actually free. And that one I slightly understood, but my retort was simply, you could just say, hey, I'm sorry, but I don't have the time. I'll catch you next time. That kind of thing. But I understood where he was coming from, but the people that were sitting here going, well, they just want to see you and you should be happy about that. And you're so self-centered to think that they should let you know that they're coming to your city while they're on the plane or while they're planning the trip, even though that they want to see you. And it showed me the lack of communication skills. It showed me the lack of communication skills that a lot of bisexual and gay men have, because y'all don't know how to, let me not curse too much on YouTube. Y'all know how to talk to people. Girl, if you're coming to my city and you want to see me, you could give me a heads up so that I can clear my schedule. And some obtuse male said, well, I don't want you to clear out your schedule. I'm just saying that I want to see you. And it didn't, you know how some people on Twitter, they just talk? They just talk and they don't know what they're saying because it's not comprehensible. It's not you can't comprehend it. That kind of thing. So they're just like, I'm not telling you to clear out your schedule. I'm just saying that I want to see you. And if you have the free time, we can see each other. I'm sitting here going, so you would rather take a shot in the dark that on a Saturday night at like 11 p.m. while you're sending that I'm in your city text that I am possibly free, rather than letting me know ahead of time so that I can make sure that I am free? Like I swear half of my YouTube videos is just me up here going because I'm at a loss for words. The lack of communication skills that y'all seem to have, but y'all want to get upset, because that's the thing. People get upset when you're like, I'm in your city, and you respond with, have fun. Because that's how I usually respond, just because it's usually men that I have never had an interaction with that have never sent me a prior message that will message me, I'm in your city, and I'm like, the fuck am I supposed to do about that? I don't understand. Just because we follow each other does not mean we have some kind of linked connection. If you don't actually speak to me, I will not care if you are in my vicinity. That actually happened recently where this dude was like, I'm in your city. I'm like, oh, okay, well maybe we can link up, I guess. I was not I was not told ahead of time so that I could actually prepare. I was just like, okay, well, if I had the time, we can link up, you know. And then the final day that he was here came up and he was like, I'm leaving tomorrow. And I said, oh, okay. You didn't give me time to set shit up. You came in the middle of the week and said, I'm in your city for a few days. What am I supposed to do with that? I have things that I'm doing because you did not let me know ahead of time. And he left me all red when I went, oh, okay. Because I'm not going to respond with, oh, well, I'll just switch some shit around or I'll come to your place at 1 a.m. Like, I wish that as a community, we emphasize the importance of having communication skills and stopped with this whole, oh, I'll just be dry and then you'll be dry and then we'll be dry together. We'll start a fire because we're just rubbing dry sticks together. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Like, sparks are not actually going to fly if you're dry with me. Because if you tell me I'm in your city a day before you leave or a few days before you leave, or I have not had an actual conversation with you, or you plan this trip months ahead and you ain't say, hey, I'm gonna be in your city in this time and now my schedule is packed, I'm not going to feel sorry if I cannot meet with you. If you want to have an attitude about it, that's going to be up to you, but at the end of the day, it is your responsibility because you were taking this trip, you wanted to see me, and you had the chance to let me know ahead of time. See how all that revolves around the person that's traveling? People hate to take personal responsibility, and accountability is lacking in our community. But yeah, that's the video. I'm sorry, I had to rant just because bitch was pulling out all the names in the books, calling me conceited, calling me stuck up and pretentious, because I said, if you are coming to the city and you want to see me while you're in the city, let me know before you enter the city so that I can clear the time so you can see me in the city. Like, it's common sense. It's common sense and common courtesy. That's the thing. I always approach these conversations with common sense and common courtesy. The only response that I respected was the man that said, it's just because I may not have the time once I actually get there, and then I'll feel bad for getting your hopes up. That's why I wait till last minute to say, hey, I'm in your city, are you free? I respect that, but I also gave the counterpoint of, well, you could just be like, hey, I don't actually have the time, I'm sorry about that, which would be letting someone's feelings down. So I understand, but that's the only reason that I understood it. The other people that are like, y'all are just having main character syndromes because you want me to let you know ahead of time that I want to come and see you. You see, men get on my nerves. Men, I'm sorry, it's just y'all don't think. Y'all are very attractive and good to look at, but y'all don't think. Y'all don't think, and I see it every time that you get on. The bird app, you just clickety clack without a thought in your head. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm also been messing with my hair because I wash my hair and it's all frazzled. Anyways, that's the video. Boop.
And once again, a quick thank you to all my patrons on Patreon, and a quick shout out to my third eye tier patrons. Your support means everything to me and helps me do this a lot more smoothly. I will also be listing this week's live stream topic in case anybody wants to join in on the fun. I will see you guys there.